You have a butcher block of knives I need to sharpen, and I'll show you my process for doing that. Here are my machines. I have a 1x30 belt sander with a 120 grit Kubotron belt on, another 1x30 with a 600 grit Trizac, and then my low speed bench grinder with a leather wheel and a Scotch-Brite wheel to take off the burrs. So I have also a chest harness here. I have my microphone. Since I'll be wearing a respirator, hopefully that will come through on the audio okay. And let's get sharpening. All right, so here's my respirator that I'll be using today. Okay, and then I have some headphones, just earphones right here for AirPro. Amber, hola, how are you? All right, so we have several knives to sharpen. Let's get to it. So 2,000 RPM is coming towards me, so I'll go edge leading. First knife, Japanese super steel, very nice Damascus steel knife. Robert, thanks for always sharing your knowledge. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining. Okay, we grab a burr all the way. We'll just do it one more time on this side. Make sure everything's even. Okay. That looks fantastic. We'll even out on the other side. And Amber, if you are liking this, hit the thumbs up. It definitely helps promote my channel to other people out there who just are not seeing it. Now we're back on some roof stuff here. Hello, how's it going? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Got several knives to sharpen today. Alright, that looks great. Perfect. If you guys are enjoying this live stream, hit the thumbs up. It definitely helps promote my channel. Other people out there. Try and beat the algorithm. Several knives are sharpened today. If you guys have any questions about knife sharpening, please reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any of them. Okay, that's great. The Serrated, we'll do that one in a little bit. We got some paring knives. There's no water. I'm not using the water with these. I'm not heating these up at all. So I only use water if I'm taking off a lot of steel. So, all right. So we're done with the 600, with the 120 grit. Now we're going up to the 600, and I'll also use the this one for the serrated knives as well. So the only time I use water is if I'm taking off a lot of steel, so I don't ruin the temper of it. Besides that, do you have? Yeah, I got stones here. I don't have wet stones. I have diamond stones and ceramic. I love diamond stones better, but that's just my own opinion. So, but people do get scared of like, oh, belt sanders are gonna ruin knives. No, if you know what you're doing, you don't let the knife sit on the belt for too long, you're not gonna ruin anything. So, yeah. But for a business, I don't sharpen all by whetstones. So now I'm just refining the edge with a 600 grit belt. Alright, everyone has their own methods. If it works, it works. Yeah, absolutely. How do you sharpen your knives? I'm assuming on whetstones? What kind of whetstones do you use? Do you struggle to feel burr? No, I don't actually. Well, one, I can feel a burr, and then I can see it with the light. The only reason I wear gloves is because sharpening, edge leading, I get a lot of metal shavings on my hands, and I just use it as another form of PPE. The light really helps though to see if I created a burr, but I can definitely feel it as well. These are pretty thin gloves. Very good question though. What do you look for to see if the blade is done or sharp enough? So, I'm always going to do a paper cut test after I'm done sharpening. And this is my method for Western knives. 120, 600, and I'll use my leather wheel. If I have a Japanese knife, I'll go to 1200 grit. But these are all pretty fine at 600. But I will do a paper cut test and slowly cut through the paper to make sure I have no burr left over. But my leather wheel does a really good job, especially edge leading does a really good job with that too. Just got myself the Workshop Elite. Getting my first few customers coming up today. Oh, coming up now. Your videos are... Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Let me know how that works out for you. What's your grit progression? Now, the Workshop Elite, that's the stones, correct? Like you have to go back and forth, like the fixed angle sharpening system? Pretty cool. Do you also have, pretty cool. Do you also have one of those leech? I do. It's the best scale. I have it. Don't buy it. It's the worst thing for you. You'll lose, like, your mind. In theory, it's really cool, but people lie about them all the time, about the numbers. And you can manipulate it by how fast you chop down on it, how fat or how acute your angle is. I hate it because you're always chasing numbers. I like the paper method because that will determine if the burrs throughout the whole edge of the knife. When you use a best scale, you're only testing on one little portion of the knife. And I thought it was something really cool, but I hate it. So, alright. So for the serrated knives,
I'm going to sharpen on the back edge here. I'm going to bring up a burr, then I'm going to use my 600 grit Scotch-Brite wheel to flip the burr back and forth, and then my leather wheel to really make sure the burr is completely off. And then for the steak knives, the customer brought me four steak knives, but also each one is micro serrated. So I was flat out and I told him, so these are the micro serrations. So I told him I'm going to sharpen on the back edge, but I really don't know how these are going to come out. So we will see. I told him I don't know how these are going to come out. So, and if these don't come out well, I'm not going to charge them. That's just my guarantee. So, I hate sharpening the micro serrated knives, and I told him I don't have a good experience with this, but I'll do it, and if it doesn't do a good job, I won't charge you. Also, when you have these knives, put them on the spine down. So, when you pull them out, you drag along the spine, not the actual cutting edge. Just the typical workshop progression that comes with it. Interesting. I'm curious how long that's gonna take. I mean, I think that's a great sharpener. I love everything from Work Sharp. So that's awesome. Are you only sharpening on the Elite? I put everything in backwards or upside down. Final knife. Sorry, hopefully I'm keeping you guys in frame. I'm looking at the actual knife, not the camera, so I'm sorry about that. I just like I almost had you guys out of frame. Okay, we're all done. Sweet. So I'll take this over to the Scotch-Brite wheel. Only ATM. That's all I've got. Oops, am I, okay, I'm sorry. Only ATM, that's all I've got. Yeah, that's what I do. Every knife that I have, or since I'm a full-time fireman, I'm able to reinvest back into my company. Oops, out of the way a little bit. And we'll do a paper cut test, make sure everything's good. I'm working at McDonald's right now. That's awesome, dude. Good for you. That's cool. I love to hear that. If you need any help or advice sharpening, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to help. But good on you. I really like the Ken Onion from Work Sharp. I think that's a great sharpener. It's electric. I think it's a fantastic tool. Only sharpening. Yeah, that's perfect. Once you get good, sign up for Google, get a Yelp account, start on Nextdoor, get some business cards, and just passing it out to everybody. Good on you. Okay, I have this stick knife. Okay, and I have the final serrated knife here. Okay, sweet. And then we'll take these here. Really make sure the burr's completely off now. Well, I mean, I always made sure the burr was completely off, but now we're only using like the letter wheel. Sorry, words. Gabo! How are you, brother? I'm sorry you are not going to see any burrito today. This is a chef's knife block. I hope everything is going well with you and your new lady friend. Your business. Google's free. When you sign up for Google Business, it's free. But you have to be careful of scammers out there. So Google does not charge at all. So just be cautious of that. Gabo, I'm good, buddy. Yeah, I'm on kid duty, so the kid is sleeping right now. Finally, and everything is going well, man. How are you and the lady friend? And then I'm gonna test cut each one, make sure they all cut well. The scissors in this knife block are all good, so I don't have to sharpen them. All right, there we go.
Cool. All right. Let's spray these down. We'll do our test cut. I suppose I'm just worried about overly. I actually started before I had my LLC, and I honestly don't know what the law is. But I got the LLC to separate myself from my business if someone wanted to sue me. So, yeah, business license I got in the city of Reno, which was $75 or $90. It wasn't expensive. The LLC is definitely more expensive. The LLC was like $450. So it's definitely a lot more to do that. I'm also in the UK. Yeah. So, but that's awesome though. Good for you. Gabo, I'm glad everything is going well, buddy. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm like, all right. I was like, where's my buddy? So, yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video. Nothing crazy. Just wanted to knock these out while the kid's sleeping. So I got a little minute to myself. I'm very curious how the serrated knives are going to come out. I told the customers, like, I don't have a lot of hope for these, but we'll see. I think there's going to be more of like a tearing motion than slicing pretty clean because of the micro serrations, but we shall see. And the reason why, if you guys have just joined, you always want to put like your knives upside down. As you can see here, he's been cutting into his wood block. So when you put the knives upside down, you're dragging the you're dragging the spine of the knife across it, not the actual edge. So unnecessary wear and tear. George, how's it going? All right, final knife that we just cleaned. All right, we shall do test cut. All right, let's see. That's not bad. All right, I will take that. I'll take it. That's not bad. I like it. All right, these are cutting. Oh yeah, these are cutting a lot better than I thought. Sweet. I like it. Yeah, these are cutting beautiful. I had a lady bring me some hair clippers and grooming shears. I just bought myself a Here 2 shear sharpener, and I am learning. So I don't have any experience. I've only sharpened just a handful of it, and I still have to work on my own process. So I can't help you with that. Gabo, everything is going well, buddy. Everything is going really, really well. So wife is doing good. I'm good. Kids good. I mean, we're managing on very little sleep, but overall, business is going well. I've taken a couple months off from work for kid duty, so the wife is back at work after maternity leave, and yeah, everything's going well, buddy. Cool. So, Gabo, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but I just picked this up as well, my little knife care card. So I include that with all my knife sharpenings. So, oh, actually, things have been going pretty busy. So Williams-Sonoma. Oh, and I have this loyalty card. 10th knife is free. Ooh. So Williams-Sonoma is a home goods store, and they hired me to be their preferred knife sharpener. So they want me there every month. So I'm pretty excited about that. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. I don't know why I thought. So, yeah. So they want me there every month, which is very exciting. And a German restaurant wants me to do a little pop-up sharpening event next week. So I'm excited. Got some events coming up. Yeah, I don't mess with any clipper blades right now. I don't have like the machine, and I just think that's too much for what I want to do. All right, stagger these. Best life, what's going on, buddy? How are you? So usually I wrap these knives up in some butcher paper, but we're gonna just do a little business card. I'm just gonna tape these up to the top here. I can work my fingers. All right. And then I'll tape the bottom as well. Yeah, not much action going on for sharpening for today, but thank you guys so much for coming and joining. Let's do this guy here. I'll tape the bottom. Okay. How's this look? Is this crappy? Is this good? Maybe I can do a little more centered. No sponsors yet, Gabo. I'm waiting for you to get uber rich so you can sponsor me. All right. Well, that's all I got. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for today. I'll stick around if you have any more questions. So this is my little chest harness, what I had you guys in for the whole sharpening. And yeah, so every knife came out great. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. And the scissors cut really well, so I'll show you that. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but yeah, it cuts well. So I told him I'll test it out, but if it's sharp, there's no reason to actually sharpen it and charge them. So Okay, sorry, I'm about to hit like that thing. What angle? Sorry guys. Can you hear me now? Thumbs up. I think you can hear me now. I took that mute button off. So I bevel match. So you really don't want to change the angle on the scissors at all. Thank you. So yeah, you don't want to change the angle. So what you do is you color in the bevel with, I like a red marker. Just it hits my eye better. You can use black, red, blue, whatever. And you want to do a scratch test. So I have this sharpener here. This is my twice as sharp. So it has a clamp, but for example, you'd put the clamp in and then you would just do a scratch test. So with the machine off, you would just run the wheel and see if it's hitting the proper angle. So that's how I do that. So hopefully that answered your question in like a roundabout way. Hopefully it was good. I'll take this. Oops. Hold on, 1 second. Ugh. Okay, better. All right, guys. So I wish I had some more knives. I just did 4 Japanese knives today. I didn't make a live stream with that. That was just regular sharpening, nothing too crazy. So just want to get on. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. All right, and yeah, again, you guys can reach me at theknifeguyreno.com if you have any questions. You can also reach me at the Knife Guy Reno on, where is it? Turn this around. So at the Knife Guy Reno on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and obviously on YouTube. So yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out. All right, guys, that's all I got. Have a great day, Gabo. It's good seeing you, buddy. Take care, guys.